RHOSLC star Lisa Barlow doubles down on wearing real fur. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Lisa Barlow has been involved in several dramas throughout the years, both on camera and off-screen, and this one has to do with a certain fashion choice that she stands by. Lisa Barlow defends wearing real fur. At a recent event, Lisa was seen walking around in a real fur coat. When confronted about the problematic fashion choice, she did not back down. "I'm always a fur girl. I know it's so controversial, but I love wearing fur," she defended. The reality star further claimed that wearing real fur is good for the environment. "If you really do your homework, you'll see if they're made sustainably. It's like major for you to wear that as opposed to fur." It's important to note that she didn't elaborate on the exact homework sources from which she got this theory. Either way, it's pretty clear that Barlow believes this theory and she is sticking to it. Fans can't stand Lisa's fur. This isn't the first time that the housewife has flaunted a fur coat and received backlash for it, and judging from her theory, this isn't going to be the last. She's been criticized for years for the fashion choice by fans who have made it clear that they aren't fond of it. In a Reddit thread, fans came after the housewife for wearing fur clothing. Here are some of the comments. "I enjoy Lisa, but this fur jacket makes me ill. Fur is not fashion. I get that you live in a cold climate, and in some instances fur will keep you very, very warm. However, the way these women wear fur is cruel. The animals who died for this dumb coat were beautiful. This is simply gross." Bravo and none of her co-stars have ever publicly supported or defended Lisa in the fashion debate. Is Lisa returning for RHOSLC Season 5? Lisa will be making her return as a main cast member in Season 5, alongside everyone from the last season, minus Monica Garcia. And just like her coats, Barlow has teased that the drama viewers will be seeing this season will be 100% authentic. "I think because we really do have conflict still, and there's still things being resolved, our franchise is one where we don't have to fake anything. It is very, very real," she hyped. It's not clear what her main storyline for the season is going to be. It might be centered around the current lawsuit she's facing for allegedly owing nearly $500,000 for businesses that she's been involved with. Only time will tell. Lisa Barlow had never been one to back down from a fight. Whether it was defending her business empire, her love of Diet Coke, or her signature luxurious style, she stood her ground with the confidence of a woman who knew exactly who she was. And if there was one thing Lisa Barlow wasn't about to do, it was apologize for wearing real fur. The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star had heard it all before: the criticisms, the outraged Instagram comments, the calls for her to switch to Fox. But Lisa wasn't having it. In her world, luxury meant luxury, and she wasn't about to be shamed into changing her ways. "Listen, I love what I love," she declared in her signature smooth yet firm tone. "I love beautiful things, I love luxury, and I love real fur. Always have, always will." Her latest fur-clad moment had set the internet on fire, with some fans swooning over her extravagant winter ensemble and others calling her out for supporting an industry they found problematic. But Lisa remained unmoved. During a recent appearance on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen, she doubled down, flipping her glossy brown waves over her shoulder as she addressed the controversy head-on. "Andy, people are always going to have opinions," she said, her impeccably manicured hands gesturing in classic Lisa fashion. "But let's be real, fur is timeless, it's beautiful. And honestly, I'd rather wear real fur than plastic." The camera cut to Andy, who raised his eyebrows slightly as he took a sip of his drink. He wasn't about to argue with Lisa Barlow. Not when she was in full "I said what I said" mode. Of course, it wasn't just the fans who had something to say. Several of Lisa's RHOSLC castmates had weighed in as well. Heather Gay, never one to pass up an opportunity to throw subtle shade, had made a snide remark in a confessional. "Lisa's all about bad weather," Heather mused, referencing her infamous nickname for herself and Whitney Rose. "But I guess she likes to battle the cold in the most controversial way possible." Whitney, ever the peacemaker, had tried to take a gentler approach. "I get that Lisa loves her luxury," she said in a recent interview. "But there are so many amazing alternatives now. You can still have the look and the glamour without, all the ethical stuff." Lisa, however, was having none of it. She wasn't about to be lectured by anyone about fashion choices, least of all her frenemies. She knew what she lacked, and she wasn't here to debate it. She took to Instagram Live later that week, draped in an opulent white fur coat, as she addressed the backlash directly. "I think it's so funny how people love to act like they care about what I wear," she said, her voice laced with both amusement and exasperation. "Like, do you guys lose sleep over this? Because I don't. I love fashion, I love my style, and no one's going to tell me what I can and can't wear." She went on to point out the hypocrisy of people picking and choosing their moral stances. "You're all mad at me, but half of you are carrying leather bags, wearing leather shoes, eating steak," she said with a knowing smirk. "Where do you think all that comes from? At least I'm honest about who I am." Lisa's loyal fans flooded the comments with support, praising her for standing her ground. "Queen behavior," one wrote. "Never change, Lisa," another added. But of course, the critics were just as loud, calling her tone-deaf and out of touch. Lisa didn't flinch. She knew who she was, and she wasn't about to start apologizing now. In true Lisa fashion, she ended the live with a sip of her Diet Coke and a signature tagline-worthy send-off. "Stay fabulous, stay luxe, and don't let anyone tell you how to live your life." The controversy raged on, but Lisa Barlow? She was already on to her next fabulous moment, draped in fur and unapologetically herself.